Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing another quick draft Crimson VOW here. Maybe I can do better than 3 wins, it would be nice, but it seems unlikely. I guess I'll buy in with, I don't know, gems, doesn't really matter. All I ever use the gems and gold for is this, so I don't have to worry about conversion rates or anything. Okay, what is this? 3 mana. Or cleave it for 7, including blue? Take an extra turn. During that turn, damage can't be prevented. At the beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game. Unless you play it for cleave. This seems probably not very good. Like, it's a finisher for an insanely aggro deck. Which, you know, you can get some aggro in limited, but not that much, right? So let's look up what it thinks of this. Alchemist's Gamble. Yes, ranked not good at all. Good. This is a white creature that turns black. Interesting. Panicked Bystander. When it or another creature dies, gain 1 life. If you gain 3 or more, transform it into just like a stronger creature with the same effect that can also gain Death Touch. Probably playable in black-white, but not anything to write home about. Whispering Wizard, I believe, is like a solid playable in blue. Witness the Future. Yeah. So it's 3 mana, draw 1, with like some side effects of like scry and putting stuff back into your library. I don't think it's very good. Nothing here is that great. I mean, Lantern Bearer we've played before, it's fine. Bleed Dry is strong removal. And this is just like a decent aggro card, I think. Let's see how good Panicked Bystander and Whispering Wizard are. Panicked Bystander is rated as, like, pretty good. Above average. Whispering Wizard is ranked even better than that. Okay, well, I'll take it, I think. Lantern Bearer, I'm sure, is fine, but not quite as good, yeah. And what do you think of Blood Petal Celebrant? Also fine. Pretty, you know, pretty good, but not as... Okay, I'll take the Wizard. Playing a lot of blue in these last few runs, right? We had that one black-white, and the rest have all been blue something. Okay. This thing fits into white-blue. No. No. Another Lantern Bearer, or not another. A first Lantern Bearer is not too bad. Skywarp is probably okay. Expensive though. It's like a 5 mana large flyer. I don't think I really want that too much. You know, is it time to pick up white for this Dawnheart Geist? Maybe. As long as it's permanent. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want any of this. I think Dawnheart Geist is probably fine. And they fit together in that they both like to play enchantments or other non-creature spells. Dawnheart Geist is rated as quite bad. Interesting. Huh, well, okay. I mean, I guess it is, that's fair. It's just a 2 mana 1/3 with an effect that, you know, sometimes gaining life is good. That's fair. I think I'll just take the Lantern Bearer. I don't want to add any new colors for any of this stuff. Wash Away is an okay counter. Well, Brine-Comber, I mean... This was in my last deck, and it was never that amazing. But it is, like, kind of the white-blue thing, you know? I guess I'll just play the same deck again and try not to lose this time. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good card. Much better than Wash Away. What is this? Now... I mean... That actually seems like a fairly strong effect. It's a somewhat expensive card, but I would have a number of these, probably, like, you know, these non-creature spells, and being able to burn them down is kind of nice. I'm going to see how good it thinks this is, but I mean, I don't necessarily want to go into red, but I'm not committed to white yet by any means, and everything else looks bad. I have to pick some color here. I guess this is an enchantment, there is that. And it does fit pretty well with flyers, okay. So how good do you think the Raconteur is? Playable is what this looks like? Yeah. The infantry is actually better, and it fits better into the deck that we have. Okay, I'll take it. Ooh. A flyer with 2 damage and training. That seems really nice. The Spirit for 2 mana, 3/1. Huh. It can dodge being removed, which is kind of cool. In exchange for a card, which is expensive, but, you know, something. And you can give it first strike on occasion. I don't think it's really going to be that great. It's actually ranked quite highly. I mean, I'm not surprised that it's ranked somewhat highly. I'm just like, you know, it doesn't fly, right? If we gave it Lantern Bearer, or Lantern's Lift, it would be quite nice, I suppose. Oh, Fierce Retribution is probably the way to go. It's ranked a little lower than Fleeting Spirit, but... I mean, I don't know. The Parish Blade Trainee is also not too bad. I think all 3 of these white spells are pretty solid choices for us. I bet the trainee is not ranked that highly. Yeah, it's not. I'll take Fierce Retribution. It'll help me win, like, races or something. It's just a 1-mana 1/2 with Vigilance, which could be okay. Oh, that's right. There was that weird thing that happened in... Oh, no. I remember. For a while, there was a game in... I don't know if it was the last video or the one before, where I was confused for a while. I tried to tap an opponent's creature, and they played Cradle of Safety on it, and it resolved. And the creature came out tapped anyway, and I was like, what the heck? And I eventually realized it was because the creature itself generated the mana needed to play Cradle of Safety. So maybe not such a great play for them. But okay, it means I am not confused about how Hexproof works, as I thought I might have been. it is probably a pretty good card. Whereas this is like, a pretty, like, this is a more defensive card, which is fine. But I don't think it's going to help that much. So let me just take a Cradle of Safety. Maybe sideboard it, because it's not really that great. Black-white seems unlikely. Yeah, I don't really want this. Heron Blessed Geist, 5 mana flyer. I don't think it's very good, but neither is this Perish Blade thing. And neither is this, probably. So let's just see how they all rank. This is very, very bottom of solid playables, is what it says this card, the Heron Blessed Geist is. The Trainee is just right next to it, slightly better. And I don't think I want the Shield Basher. Yeah, it's rated worse as well. These are both okay. I think I'll take the Trainee just because, like, giving tokens to flyers is pretty cool. Witness the Future. So what is this card is basically just a big scry. But it also messes with graveyards. I don't think I want to do that. I think Syncopate is the best choice here, even if I'm not sure I would run it. I don't know, Adamant Will? Just like a nice cheap combat trick for my little tiny attackers? I think I'll take it. I don't really want to gain life. Okay. I think this is too defensive. Just give me more Adamant Will. Maybe I'll end up cutting some of these, I don't know. Okay, a bunch of garbage cards at the end of a pack, not a big surprise. Savior of Ullenbach. 3 mana, training. When it trains, exile a creature from the battlefield or a creature card from a graveyard. When it leaves, put the exiled cards onto the battlefield under their owner's control. This seems very strong. The effect is quite flexible. You can use it to remove your opponent's defenders temporarily, or to return your own creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield once this thing dies. I like that a lot. I've never seen this card. What the hell is this? When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature with mana cost 3 or less until it leaves. When an opponent casts a vampire spell with the same name as a card exiled with Circle of Confinement, you gain 2 life. Okay, so it's small removal with this other weird side effect that you don't really care that much about, especially in limited. So, I mean, small removal is sometimes quite nice, and in a deck that is small, that's nice. What's this Twin Blade Geist? 2 mana, 1/1 with double strike. Disturb it to give another creature double strike. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. But I think we have to take Savior, right? Yeah, it's rated quite highly. Oops. Twin Blade Geist also pretty solid. But I think this is just insane. Maybe? Maybe not. Let me think about... I mean, it's a very strong effect, but maybe it doesn't work in this deck for some reason? Like, is it going to be hard to train it? Maybe. It's a 1/2. I don't have like that much high attack stuff. High power stuff is the magic term. And if it attacks and becomes a 2/3 and they block and kill it, I'll be kind of sad. Well, unless what I'm doing is bringing stuff back from my graveyard. Then I'll be fine with it. I think I have to take it. Like, how good would Double Strike be? It might be really good, actually. It's cheaper, it's easier to play because it doesn't require 2 white. We'll just look up Circle of Confinement. I assume it's not that great. Well, it's probably actually fine. Yeah, it's fine. You know, cheap removal is always good. Like getting to sort of return anything from my graveyard is going to be kind of cool, but a lot of the stuff that I have that dies, I'm going to be disturbing, so there might not be that much in my graveyard. Removing the opponent's stuff, I don't know. I think we have to take it. Alright, I take it. Panic Bystander. The 2-mana 2/2 basically is all it does. We're not going to be gaining 3 life on any turns. So the fact that it transforms is not interesting, but it's a 2-mana 2/2, which could be playable in some decks. Probably not this one. Alchemist's Retrieval, we played that once and it was really nice. What is this? Give something lifelink? I don't care about that. Yeah, Alchemist's Retrieval. I guess the point of Wretched Throng is exploit cards, basically, right? Oh, for some reason, I was confused. When this was played against me, I thought this was going to pick Wretched Throng's back up out of the graveyard as well, but it doesn't do that. It's just the library. Anyway, I don't want it. I think Alchemist Retrieval is totally fine. Circle of Confinement, still fairly solid. Ooh! I accidentally clicked on that. I'll take a Circle of Confinement. Driftwing Cavalry? Ooh, love it. A big beefy guy as far as our deck is concerned, and it's a flyer with training that can also make other things fly. Thirst for Discovery is 3 mana to draw 2, basically. Assuming we're going to have more land than we need. And that's kind of cool, you know, we have some reload, I guess. But I'd rather just have, like, a 4 mana big creature that does what I want to do. Wash Away is playable. Cheap little combat trick. I don't have that much blue, actually. I ended up picking a lot of white, interestingly. It's not super important, but thought I'd note it. Still a pretty low curve. I mean, counterspells benefit from you having, like, creatures with flash, which we don't have. They're still playable if you, like, you know, don't have anything to do on your turn. Like, floating this is not so bad, but having to float a bunch of mana to remain flexible about whether you're going to counter them or not is kind of not great. Yeah, I think I just want more tempo stuff, which could be either of these, really. How good are they? It hates Serpentine Ambush. The Alchemist Retrieval is also bad. Because Wash Away is, you know, in the same tier, but a little bit better. In the same neighborhood, anyway. Technically in different tiers. This one is... Wash Away is in solid, the bottom of solid playable, and the other two are in the top of sometimes playable. Or actually, maybe they're not even in the top, I don't remember now. Yeah, they're actually not. They're at the bottom of sometimes playable. Okay, fine, I'll take Wash Away. So another one of these. Yeah, we're definitely taking a Brine Comer. And another Brine Comer without even looking? Probably? How many auras do I have? Will you tell me? 1. Oh, but I have a bunch of Disturb stuff that comes back with an aura. Like, here's 1... 2... 3, 4... But these guys self-synergize, don't they? If you have a Brine Comer... You, like, play 2 Brine Comers, one of them dies, you enchant the other one with the first one, and you get, like, 2 flyers out of it. Okay, well... They self-synergize, and I have 2. Give me a third, I guess. This is okay, I think. We will have spirits pretty often. This pushes a lot of damage. And it's a combat trick. But I think I just want more flyers. And that other one is a pretty bad card, so we should expect to maybe see more of it later on. Binding Geist is rated better as a first pick than many of the cards I've actually picked, but I just don't like it that much. Since it doesn't fly, basically. Heron Blessed Geist, I believe, is fine. We already have one, right? No, we don't. But we looked at it and it was rated okay. It's just like a nice top-end flyer. Which could help train my little stuff as well. Yuck. What the heck are you? Alright, whatever. Archghoul of Throbbin? Huh. Interesting zombie card. Cradle of Safety, I think, is by far the best here. I don't know if we're going to play it, but maybe. I already have 1 in the sideboard. I don't think I'm going to want to unsideboard 2 of them, right? Maybe I should sideboard Stitched Assistant instead and, like, maybe run it? Because I have some stuff that kind of wants to die, right? Like my Lantern Bearers don't mind dying. My Drogskull Infantry likes to die. Basically just those 2, right? But, like, best case, what do I get? I get 3 mana for a 3/2 and then a scry and a draw, even if it's free to exploit something. Well, it might be not only free but beneficial, but I don't think anything is that beneficial to die. And a 3/2 that doesn't fly is not that exciting. I think I'll just take another one of these. That card's blue, so we'll take it. Probably not going to run a red-green at this point, although this is a really strong card. It is really good, right? Yeah, it's 6th best in the set. Is there any way we could actually run that? I don't think so. I don't have, like, any mana fixing. And it's 2 new colors I would have to run, right? I just don't think it's bearable. It's sad because I'm going to have to take a card that sucks instead. Traveling Minister is playable, actually, in this deck. Helps a lot with training and getting damage in. God, that's so gross. So running red or green, I would happily splash the other color for this. But I don't think I can splash both on this stupid 4-color deck. For one card. It's such a good card, though. I think it's just going to be too slow. If we end up getting to play this card, I'll be really sad because of all the other things that must have gone wrong for that to happen. So I don't think I can take it. I'll take a Minister. There's a blue-red. An island mountain. We don't want it, of course. If we had that other card, maybe it would be playable, but still, it would be pretty tough. Storm Chaser Drake, I think, is quite good. Nurturing Presence isn't too bad either. And how many spells do I have that target my own creatures in a desirable way? First of all, there's Alchemist Retrieval. If they try to remove this, I can bounce it and draw a card. Fine. There's this, which is like okay to play on, you know, something that already flies just because it gets stronger, but you'd rather play it on a non-flyer, of course. Adamant Will, sure, another way to save the creature. This, that's 3 already. And then 3 of these? Like, I think it's gotta be insane, right? Oh, another one? I accept. You? Yeah, you're a good card. This is a white creature that, you know, if it could fly, would be pretty cool. And if it can't fly, it still helps me train stuff, so I'll side with it. Blue-black, not really worth running. I don't think I much need Evolving Wilds. You know, it helps a little bit in those situations where you draw, like, you know, 3 of the same land, and you can't play your second color. In that case, you know, you would rather your 3rd island be an Evolving Wilds or something. But even more, you would rather that it be a Plains. And so I think just, you know, for a 2-color deck, Evolving Wilds is not that important. And in particular, for a low curve deck, this kind of hurts your mana curve because you get 1 less mana for a turn. Whereas like Nurturing Presence is just fine. It helps a lot with training and with chipping in damage. I could splash green for this. Is this card any good? Any of your upkeep, mill a card. Make a bunch of 1/1 tokens. No, I don't want it. Supernatural Rescue is okay. But not really any better than the stuff in my sideboard already, I think. Actually, maybe it is quite good, I don't know. Let's take a Syncopate, I think. The other stuff is not very good. And this could be playable sometimes. Adamant Will is probably the best here. I mean, Wash Away, like, the draft side hates Adamant Will, right? Yeah, it says it's pretty bad. And it says Wash Away is, like, fine. Oh, actually, it's also pretty bad, but not as bad. It likes Cradle of Safety even less? Yeah. So, okay. I mean, it likes Wash Away a little bit better. We already have one Wash Away, and it's, you know, definitely can be useful sometimes. But I think, like, Adamant Will is going to counter a lot of the spell, like, deal with a lot of the threats my opponent might have in a more flexible way than Wash Away will. So give me one of these. I know I'm up to 3. Okay, oh, I thought this was another Adamant Will. It's not. A 5, do I need more top end? I only have 1. Well, I'm counting 4 drops as top end in this deck, so I have 3. I mean, this is okay. It's mainly a big flyer to help with training my littler flyers and stuff. But Nurturing Presence does the same thing, right? In that it gives stuff +1/+1, and possibly even more if you can spam a lot of tiny creatures, which we can with Braincomber. I think just more Nurturing Presence, please. Want to nurture all that brine. I'm gonna nurture the shit out of it. Alright, so we're not gonna have to make too many adjustments to get this down to 23 cards. We could consider running 1 fewer land and just run 24, but I don't think that we're that low curve, really. We have some 1s and we have more 2s than you would expect. How am I doing on, like, draw? I have basically none, right? Maybe I should cut a plains. But, I mean, there's also, you know, there's all these cards that I could put in if I cut something. Syncopate and Serpentine Ambush would be the main ones I would be looking for, I think. And this, I guess, Supernatural Rescue. We should have a Spirit pretty much all the time. This is going to get in a lot of damage if I play it before blockers. And if I play it after blockers, it might be a combat trick that lets me kill something, maybe? And I really like having, you know, stuff that wants to... enchantments that want to target my own creatures, so... I think I should probably get rid of something for it, actually. I have to get rid of one thing already. I don't think I should cut... I don't know. MTG Limited Mana Curve... Cut lands. Tell me about how to do this. How many lands should you really play in Limited? Thank you, Draft Sim. 17 lands, limited average mana curve. Okay, so and they've got this whole table of probabilities based on number of lands in your deck. Weirdly, the table starts at 17 and only goes up. Okay. $16 lands. Okay. Energetic. Okay. Second most cumber, yeah, I agree with that. Once you play 16 over 17. Mana curve is lower than the average 17 land deck, with only a few cards costing more than 3 mana. You know, well, you have 3. I think that counts as a few. You have several cheap spells to help find lands if needed. I don't. You're not splashing. I'm not. Only a few mana sinks, none of which are particularly amazing. I have, like, basically none, right? Well, I don't know. There's, like, this. There's basically disturb cards. I guess that's an interesting point, is that disturb cards are... kind of like extra non-land cards in your deck. Not really, because you don't have to draw them, but they are like sinks for mana, right? Things you'd like to spend mana on. You're playing best of one on Arena. That's a reason they suggest for 16 lands. Well, interesting. They give an example deck that has mostly 2s, some 1s and 3s, and only 4 cards that cost more than 3. Well, that is this deck. What deck is Orzhov? Is that... I don't remember what color that is. It's blue something, maybe? Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm looking at this diagram. White, blue. Oh, really? I thought... No, white, black. Thank you. Can't read. Yeah, because white, blue is Azorius. That's like one I know. So, the fact that I have all these Disturb cards means that I have more use for mana than I would if I were just running this curve, though. Like, I think actually that was one of the problems last time I ran white-blue, was I had all these Disturb things I couldn't play, and I had, like, trouble getting my mana. I think I should play 17 cards, 17 lands. Even though we met several of the conditions listed in this article. The mana curve is, like, exactly, I think, the poster child for 16 lands, but that's ignoring all these Disturb cards that we actually do want to play a second time. Weirdly, it also says you should prefer to play 16 lands if you're on the draw, like if you're player 2. And it says it'll explain that later. When would you... How could that make any sense? It says more on this later, but it doesn't have a link to the part of the article that's later. Okay. Oh, I see. They're talking about, like, in best of 3, where you know you're going to be player 2 in game 2 or something. You might sideboard out a land. Okay. Because you... Okay. You have one more card, because player 2 starts by drawing. That makes a little sense, I guess. So I think I should cut a non-land card here. And honestly, I'm kind of looking at Fierce Retribution. Like, I'm never really going to have 6 mana. And for 2, this stops attackers, but I don't care that much about those. I just want to, like, keep attacking them and hope to win. I think that's actually the card to cut. And then it's like, can I cut something else to put in Supernatural Rescue? I could cut an Adamant Will. It's nice for it to become indestructible, but like this is a permanent effect, and also it's an enchantment, which we have some cards that care specifically about. Could take out the Perish Blade trainee, but I like counters, so I'm not going to. Yeah, let's get rid of one Adamant Will and put in Supernatural Rescue instead. Okay, so this is like a redux of... I think it was my most recent draft? Oh, hang on. You are not a Whispering Wizard deck. What kind of deck are you? You're a Brinecomer deck. That's what you are. Gotta give it the due respect. Okay, let's go. How did we do? 39 minutes. About the same speed as my last draft. You know, last time I was done picking cards at 37, I think, but I wasn't done sideboarding? I'm not sure. Sim Voodoo. Ugh. Only two lands. I just need a plains, though, and this hand is gross. I can play the Drake. I think I'll keep it. Oh, I go first. That's a little spooky. We're keeping a 2-mana hand. Yeah, I'll keep. I don't like it. But I think a 6-mana hand, like, often would not be better enough. Okay, it's another land. I would prefer that it be a white land, but at least it's building me up to my 4-drop, so that another island next turn would be useful. Hey, it's a plains! Investigator's Journal. Clue. Suspect counters greatest number of creatures. Huh. So the later you play it, the more it draws you. This is a very slow card. Okay. And they have a defender, which suggests they're a slowish deck. Should I just play this 3-2? I don't think it's very good right now. But it would let me curve out better. If I like draw another land next turn, I could play the Brian Comer and Nurturing Presence. Yeah, and I want to play this before my Nurturing Presences anyway. Alright, let's attack first. I guess I could play Nurturing Presence this turn, actually, on you, just to like draw a card and get some more damage in. Or not, Supernatural Rescue, rather. This isn't the one that gives hexproof, that's Cradle something or other. What is this? Okay, it's some aggro card. And this? More draw. What is this? Weird deck. I'm just gonna play a Supernatural Rescue. It has Flash if I have a Spirit, which I do not. I just want to draw a card and like get some more flyers. So. I don't think this matters. Oh, it does matter. I should have tapped this one, because it's a defender. I was not thinking I was going to attack with this guy. I missed 3 damage. That's really bad, actually. I forgot this guy had the ability to attack. He doesn't have the little flying indicator, which is how I know a creature is worth attacking with. Can you... Did you already play a land? You did. Oh, what a fool. Very sad. Should have done this first. Okay, this is a 3-3. Okay, I think I love that. I can train this to like exile the Magma Pummeler for free if I want. Or maybe this thing? I don't know. Or I could just play both Brian Comers. I don't know, I want to get this guy down, I think. But I don't have to do it before attacking. Oh, wait, do I want to? No, nothing cares about stuff coming into play. I feel pretty comfortable. Okay, giving stuff double strike, kind of fun. Oh, but it's white. You don't have any white mana. Interesting. And green? What is happening? This is the slowest deck I've ever seen for a deck running a bunch of aggro cards. Still hasn't managed to transform this. They've just been doing face damage to themselves, and now I have lethal? You're out of mana, and I have lethal. I'm happy with that occurrence. 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. But sure. I mean, it's correct if you can't stop lethal to spend all your mana on drawing cards in case you draw something that says 0 mana, win the game. Like, it's strictly better than just giving up, I guess. Although, I don't know. Leaving mana floating might scare me somehow. Maybe that could be a way to not die. Seems unlikely. Well, I'll never know what that deck was trying to do. It seemed like it was trying to deck itself, right? It had a whole bunch of draw and colors. I don't know. I guess the only draw... Well... There was the Detective's Journal and also the thing that deals damage to yourself to draw... Oh, wow, what is this? I only have 1 creature in here, but I have a lot of cheap stuff. And 3 lands. I think I do have to keep it. And just try to draw something that does something. Like, if I get a single flyer, this is a great hand. Or like a Brine Comer even would be fine. This is not so great. I could put Nurturing Presence on this. But this is not what I want to nurture. I think I'm just going to keep mana open and see if Wash Away somehow does something. It won't though, right? More importantly is just like to keep these cards for later or something. Right now they don't do anything. Okay. Well, it's not amazing by any means, but I could just keep chipping in damage by playing this card. To get rid of their 1/1 without making a 2/2. Okay, fine, right? Yeah. You know, every 1 damage you do is 5% of the way to victory. It's important to curve out and, I don't know, but I'd get anything much better with this. Oh, I don't need this island, I think. Oh, you're not going to exploit, though. Okay. You want 2/2 more than you want me to get rid of the card. Fair enough. I think we just attack and plan to Adamant Will this. Actually, what if I give this Nurturing Presence and then plan to Adamant Will it? Or maybe even don't Adamant Will? No, I want it to live. Let's just attack and plan to Adamant Will, and then plan to play Nurturing Presence. I don't need the extra damage. If they choose not to block... Actually, I think I will play 1 Nurturing Presence here. Make it look like I'm offering a trade. Because I want to get this down anyway, really. With 1 black, you're not going to cancel this, are you? What happened? Oh, okay, you put it back. Okay, so you didn't kill my thing, but you put your thing back. That's cute, I guess. With a counter? Oh yeah, that's what this does. And you made a 3/3 as well. I don't block. No blocks. I have a spirit? I do, right? Yes, so attack with everything. Wait. No. Maybe attack with just this? But tap this to make it bigger? And then next turn I can tap their stuff to let me attack more? Or stop them from attacking me, maybe more like. I could also nurture this, but I don't think that's that good right now. This also keeps Wash Away open, so I have that or Supernatural Rescue, depending. Oh, I don't want you having any lifelink stuff. I don't think. It's only a 2/2, but that's bigger than I can deal with right now. Right? On the other hand, if I let these things keep attacking, I'm going to lose the race. Go away. I mean, opponent's getting in 6 damage, and I'm getting in 2. This is a problem. But I have some combat tricks that might help. Oh, really? Don't want to save that for, like, maybe some kind of combat trick? I don't know. Well, this is a problem. Kind of wish that had been a land. I don't know, that wouldn't have helped, right? So... Yuck. +1/+2 would make something a 2/3. Doesn't even really work as a... Yuck. But you're a 3/3. I put 2 creatures on the board. I didn't even notice. Okay. I guess I'm gonna take 6 more and try to figure out what to do about their creatures. Dig up. Search your library for a card, put it in your hand, and shuffle. Wow, okay. So your hand must be basically useless right now if you're spending 4 mana on this. Because any cards you have right now would be very valuable. But okay, you could also, like, there's some really good stuff in this set, I guess. Oh, I don't know what it is. So they didn't have to, they paid the cleave cost, they don't have to reveal. Got it. No blocks. Keeping the 3/3 back, that's interesting. What's that all about? I think I just go in with a flyer. I don't think any more than that is necessary. I want to keep Supernatural Rescue for something good on the opponent's turn. Is that the card they pulled? I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so. This doesn't seem very good right now. Yes, resolve. Okay, so what can I do with this? I think enchanting this thing to be a 2/3 and then blocking with a flyer and this is good. Oh, I forgot I could do this before they attack. Whoops. I keep forgetting it even has that effect. How much, actually, how much damage is this? 2, 4, 7. I think I have lethal if I just block something, actually. I don't even have to block. No blocks? Nope, not lethal. Good game. I counted wrong. Oh, it seemed like lethal. I must have been off by one somewhere. Kind of a sad way to go. I did warn you, I'm not a good player. I don't know what I could, like, if I really could have done more, though. Well, actually, I could have just attacked with one more flyer last turn, but I was worried that I was going to need it to block if they had put any extra damage on the table. I don't know. This seems fine. Not absolutely perfect, but 3 mana, quite good cards. All I would ask is for one more planes. Okay, what color are you then? And why are you showing me now on before my turn? You're blue. Blue black. That's the self-milled deck. You don't have to be playing that, but the thing you can play. Ooh, another white. Okay. So 1 mana 0/4, you can transform it for 3 into a 3/4 with menace. And they make me discard something. Wow, okay. I think I'm actually going to get rid of this, because they're going to want to do this now, right? And there's a lot of cards I don't want to lose right now. I think I'll just say, like, please go away. But then I'm spending 2 mana to counter their 1 mana. I think it's fine. Like, I'm not happy about it, but sometimes you gotta do things you're not happy about. 2/2 flyer, okay. I have all these training cards, huh? I should probably just play the 4-mana card, right? No. I should play this guy, and then I can exile this when I attack. Right? Yeah. No, not this one. This one. That doesn't do anything. I don't have any spirits, so this isn't free. It doesn't have flash, but I don't need to play it now, right? I can just attack, and this will be a 2/3, and this will be a flyer, and this will be gone. And now I can give this guy flying. Cool. Nice quick one. Got to play a disgusting card, and that is generally a good outcome. Yeah, if I had let them look at my hand and discard that savior of Allenbach, I don't know how well that game would have turned out. Right, this is that card, the red-green card we didn't draft? I'm pretty sure that's what that avatar represents. This is great. Run blue, I guess? Oh, it should have been white, I guess. I have a 3-mana card with 2 white in it. I don't have any with 2 blue, so... Sort of unsurprisingly, it doesn't really matter. Oh, hello. Alright, the opponent's off to a good start. Oh, this does have 2 blue in it, that's true. But I don't really want to do that right now. I can swing with this, it'll get in because they're not going to want to block with the 2/1. But just in case, I'll do it before attacking, before spending mana. Really? That's a shocker. This card is that good? I'm happy to get rid of their 2/1 flyer. I think it's going to help a lot in the race. When you sacrifice it, it comes back transformed as a 4/4. Huh. Okay. And you get the scry. What scry did you take? I didn't even see. Ugh. Okay. I have like no no spells that do anything. So if I nurture this, I get another flyer. If I nurture this, my flyer does more damage this turn by 2. If I nurture you, you'll be attacking for 3, which they can just block. I don't think this creature is that important. Because it can't get over the top of that, basically. So this is the kind of draw that you would try to mitigate by running only 16 lands. What am I supposed to do about this, right? No blockers. I need something really good really fast. I mean, I could counter this. Not very exciting. It would just let them actually make something fly. Okay. I don't want this to become a flyer. This is just a 2-mana 1/2. You can have it. Okay, game over. Just didn't draw any cards that do anything all game. Okay, this is fine. I want a blue eventually, but I have 3 mana and some playable cards. Not so enthused about drawing another Plains. The one card in my deck I want least. I mean, there were several of them. Okay, this is nice. Now, I would like to never draw any more Plains. Well, be careful what you wish for. I might want, like, a blue to be able to wash away stuff. One has some instant in hand. Blue, black, green. I have no idea what this deck is going to be doing. No, no. Okay. Oh, whatever. Which of these is it more important to play? Probably this one, right? Exile a card from a graveyard. Wow. Your creatures are cheaper now? That's disgusting. Lose this game. This card is gross. Where does it rank on Draft Sim, by the way? 48th, so in the very strong, great first picks section. You played this for 5 instead of 6, and you additionally... Oh, you know what? I thought of holding everything back so I could block this 3/4. I was thinking, okay, the damage is maybe not worth it, but the fact that it gets to do more cheating the more it attacks is something I did not consider. I have a lot of flyers now, though. But you might get scared from attacking with this anymore. How did you gain life, by the way? Oh, this. Wow. Really? I mean, you might have something. If so, I'll be pretty sad. I guess I could block with this one as well, just in case. You have like a +1 buff. You probably don't, right, though? Maybe you have something that destroys one of my creatures, though. In that case, I want to have 5 blocking. Okay, when it dies, it comes back. But you're not going to have these cards exiled. Oh, it enters the battlefield, so you do get one of the next. That's kind of cute. So what do I have? I have 5 mana. I could have 6. Why is this? Oh, it's the surge cost is lower. Okay. Ah, but I don't have 2 blue. I can't play both of these. But okay, I guess I'll just make do with this. This first, I guess? I mean, I look pretty dead, right? Just too much green shit going on here. I guess rather than losing this, I'd rather lose both of these. We're clearly gonna die though, right? Yeah. Maybe I should have killed this one. A little late now. If I kill anything, I can't live. I have to block 2 different creatures, and then I'll have nothing on board and die. Okay, let's just concede. Well, 2 wins. Not a great outcome. It was 2, wasn't it? The Brian Comer just like didn't do as much as I thought. It made all these like 1/1 flyers, but I don't know. I guess like this deck just kind of loses to a deck that plays like non-flying creatures that are able to attack. Right? Any aggro or even mid-range deck, I feel like just playing a bunch of tiny flyers loses to. Because they get more thing. Like, their stuff... You're not blocking, so their stuff might as well have flying, and it's bigger because they didn't have to pay for flying on it. It's really against, like... I don't know, you could beat a mid-range deck, maybe. If they didn't draw enough early creatures. but usually you won't, I think. It's for the slower decks where just like having a limitless supply of flyers and they don't have any direct damage. Okay, maybe you win that time. Well, let's get rid of this one. I want a 750 gold. Okay, I guess that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.